So, in the last period, we saw some rules to be followed for hard C and soft C. I hope you have understood it. Yes, and you have enjoyed the story of soft C. Okay, today we are going to see another punctuation mark. You know which punctuation mark is this? You all hope you know it. Yes, you have already learned this in the earlier standard also. This is called as comma. Yes, and we are going to see where a comma is used. Okay, so the basic thing is, first of all, a comma, what does it do? It separates the items in a sentence. Yes, and in a sentence where you have a list of items in a series. Yes, a list of items means if I tell I have to buy bread, butter, milk, egg. These are my items in my list. Today I am going to go to the mall and I have a list of items to be bought. So these are my list of items. So you should not go on reading it. How will you read it? You have to give a comma when you have a list of items like this, like bread, butter, milk, bread, egg. You have so many things, wheat, rice, all these things in the grocery, in the mall, isn't it? You want to buy so many items. When they are in a list of series, you use a comma to separate these items when you write it in a sentence. So, the very important function of a comma is it is a punctuation mark, first of all, and it is used in a sentence to separate the list of items. If it is 2 or more or 3 or more items, yes, in your list. Okay, now a comma also shows that these items are connected to each other within the same sentence. Yes, and when you read it, as I told you, when you read, you should give a small pause after each item. When you give that pause, when I go on reading, it doesn't give you any meaning. When I go on reading, no. But when I say I have to buy milk, butter, bread and egg from the grocery shop, what did I do? I gave a small pause after every item. So when I read and when I give a pause, a small pause between two items, that means there is a comma used over there. Okay, so what is the use of this punctuation mark? Is it very clear? Now, a comma goes between each item except the last and the second last word. Example, I will show you. For example, I have red, blue, black and green pens. This is my sentence. Okay, so what did I do? I have used comma after each item here. I have red, I am giving a pause. Red, blue, black and green pens. Did you see? The second last word and the last word is joined with and. Yes, so we have not used a comma after black. Okay, that is why commas are given between words, between each item, yes, except the second last and the last word. If it is connected with and, you don't give a comma. So this is the punctuation mark comma, which is used in your sentence to separate items. This was learned in this was done in the second standard, if you remember. Now I'll give you 2 more examples. I'll write it and show you how you have to separate the items in a sentence. For example, John bought bread, milk, butter and egg. Now this is my sentence. Okay, I want to give comma here. So which is my item here that John is going to bring: bread, milk, butter and egg. So after bread, give a comma. After milk, give a comma. Now butter and bread, egg. You have and over here. So you are not going to give a comma here. It is wrong. Yes, your comma will be used only here and not when and is used. Okay? Yes? The second example, I will need tomatoes, spinach, cheese for my recipe. That is, recipe means something which your mom wants to prepare. Yes, that is recipe. Okay, so I will need tomatoes, spinach and cheese for my recipe. Where should I give a comma? I should give a comma after tomatoes. Should I give comma after spinach? No, because and is there. So spinach and cheese, they are connected with and. So there should be no comma here. Here they have already been separated. Yes, only one comma comes over here. So this was the example for commas to be used when you are writing your sentence, and they should be used in your sentence when you want to separate a list of items in a list of a series of items. Okay, and it should be more than 2 or 3 items, then only you can use the comma to separate. This is the punctuation mark, one of your punctuation mark. Now you have a small homework, and let us go to that part. Today's homework. Please remember, whenever you write or give commas in your sentence, as I will be giving the sentence, there will be and between the last and the second last word. But if you are writing the sentences using commas, see to it that you are using and with the last and the second. When the last and the second last letter has to be connected, you should use and over there and not comma. Yes? Okay? This should be kept in mind. Now the homework is from your class book, page number 19. This is the F question. You have to read the words aloud and notice how the sound of C changes. Complete this table of C. Yes, soft C and hard C. Yes? Okay. And page number 20, G. That is of commas. Just now as we have learned, you have to separate items in the following list using commas. Yes? So do this, and from the home book, page number 11, your listening power. This is your listening part, where you have to circle words that have C as an S sound and underline the words that have K sound, C as K sound. So read the words properly and circle and underline. Yes, children?